وستجدني إذا غلب علي شقشقة البيان وأمعنت في تمهيد القواعد غاية الإمعان ربما أوجب المقام أن أقول بما لم يقل به جمهور المناظرين من أهل الكلام كتجل الله تعالى في مواطن المعاد بالصور والأشكال وكإثبات العالم ليس عنصريا يكون فيه تجسد المعاني والأعمال بأشباح مناسبة لها في الصفة وتخلق في الحوادث قبل أن تخلق في الأرض وارتباط الأعمال بهيئات نفسانية وكون تلك الهيئات في الحقيقة سببا لمجازات في الحياة الدنيا وبعد الممات والقول بالقدر الملزم ونحو ذلك فاعلم أني لم أجترئ عليه إلا بعد أن رأيت الآيات والأحاديث وآثار الصحابة والتابعين متظاهرة فيه ورأيت جماعات من خواص أهل السنة المتميزين منهم بالعلم اللدني يقولون به ويبنون قواعدهم عليه وليست السنة اسما في الحقيقة لمذهب خاص من الكلام ولكن المسائل التي اختلف فيها أهل القبلة وصاروا لأجلها فرقا متفرقة وأحزابا متحزبة بعد انقيادهم لضروريات الدين على قسمين قسم نطقت به الآيات وصحت به السنة وجرى عليه السلف من الصحابة والتابعين فلما ظهر إعجاب كل ذي رأي برأيه وتشعبت بهم السبل اختار قوم ظاهر الكتاب والسنة وعضوا بنواجذهم على عقائد السلف ولم يبالوا بموافقاتها للأصول العقلية ولا لمخالفتها لها فإن تكلموا بالمعقول فالإلزام الخصوم والرد عليهم أو لزيادة الطمأنينة لا لاستفادة العقائد منها وهم أهل السنة وذهب قوم إلى التأويل والصرف عن الظاهر حيث خالفت الأصول العقلية بزعمهم فتكلموا بالمعقول لتحقق الأمر وتبينه على ما هو عليه فمن هذا القسم سؤال القبر ووزن الأعمال والمرور على الصراط والرؤيا وكرامة الأولياء فهذا كله ظهر به الكتاب والسنة وجرى عليه سلف ولكن ضاق نطاق المعقول عنها بزعم قوم فأنكروها أو أولوها وقال قوم منهم آمنا بذلك وإن لم ندري حقيقته ولم يشهد له المعقول عندنا ونحن نقول آمنا بذلك كله على بينة من ربنا وشهد له المعقول عندنا
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. So Imam Rahmatullah alayh, he was Sahib al-Firasa. Firasat is such a light which is gifted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to certain people because of their piety, their knowledge and their practicality regarding the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and their very much deep connection to Quran and Sunnah. So Allah gives them a light. Through that light they see things we cannot observe. They know things we cannot. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, he was feeling that now the time is coming. Look at me. Imam was feeling that now we are approaching to such a time where the people, even the Muslim of modern time, they will ask a question. Okay, Allah said it, but why he said it? Or Rasulullah said it, but why he said it? Got it? Yeah. Rather than non-Muslims, they will ask, even the Muslims will ask, that what Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi was feeling at that time. So that's why he said that we have to find out a reason for any rule of Allah or rule of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which is called the wisdom in the rule or the philosophy of the rule. Got it? Or the hikmah of the rule. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says, وَسَتَجِدُنِي إِذَا غَلَبَ عَلَيَّ شِقْشِقَةُ الْبَيَانِ. That for the set purpose, you will find me. إِذَا غَلَبَنِي شِقْشِقَةُ الْبَيَانِ. When the narration, power and force will overtake me. When I will relate or I will narrate a thing. Yes? So sometimes that force will overtake me. So it means that my tone will be like shikshika, and shikshika is actually, you have not seen it. If you will check on the internet, you will find sometime a ba'ir, a camel, yes, because camel, cow, buffalo, and all these types who have the crush, all these animals which have the crush, the big stomach, yes, where they are collected. So they are eating at once a lot, but at that time they are not crushing it at that much. They take it to their stomach, and later on when they are lying on the ground, they bring it back to their mouth and they do it. A lot of foam is coming, especially from camel, from their mouth, lot of that foam is coming up. That's called Shikshatul Balighah. That's called Shikshatul Balighah. So Imam Rahmatullah says, sometime when I will do bayan, so you will see that Shikshaka is coming out of my mouth. Why? Because at that time some internal force is pushing me to relate that properly. Got it? وستجدني إذا غلب علي شقشقة البيان وأمعنت في تمهيد القواعد غاية الإمعان, and I will go deep to base the foundation, to base the foundation, or to build the foundation. ربما أوجب المقام أن أقول بما لم يقل به جمهور المناظرين من أهل الكلام. Yes, so most of the time, the place where I am talking about an issue, I will say, ما لم يقل به جمهور المناظرين من أهل الكلام. They, the ulama of Ilmul Kalam, who used to debate with the opponents, who used to debate the issue with the opponents. So maybe I will say a thing which they have not said it, which they have not said it. كتجلي الله تعالى في مواطن المعاد بالصور والأشكال. Like now the Ilmul Kalam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there are so many hadiths. Babu ma ja'a fi ru'yatillah. Yes, muhaddiseen, they have put a bab or a chapter in their books. Babu ma ja'a fi ru'yatillah ta'ala yawm al-qiyamah. That on the day of judgment, we will look at Allah subhanahu, we will see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now, Imam rahmatullahi alayh, are the mutakallimin, they say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will see him. Yes, what will be the form that is known to Allah. That's known to Allah. But Imam Waliullah rahmatullahi alayh, he is picturizing it. He is picturizing it to bring it too much closer to the understanding of people. So he said that Ahlul Quran, they have not said it. But that is the Shikshakatul Bayan, which forced me towards that to say it like this. Katajalli Allah Ta'ala, like the coming of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the scene of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fi mawatin al-ma'ad, mawatin is the plural of mawatin, bimana mawzi' fi mawazi' al-ma'ad, ma'ad mean akhirah. In so many places which is mentioned, there are hadiths of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, bis-suwar wal-ashkal, that he will show himself in picture and shape. Got it? وَكَإِثْبَاتِ عَالَمٍ لَيْسَ عُنْصُرِيًّا. Now, all the mutakallimin, they have not said it, but Imam Waliullah rahmatullahi alayh, he mentioned that two alam we know, or two worlds we know. One is called alam al-tabi'iyat and the other one is called mafawq al-tabi'iyat. One is physical and the second one is metaphysical. But he said in between, I say there is another word also, and that is called alam al-misal. That's called alam al-misal. And in philosophers, before Imam Waliullah rahmatullahi alayh, only Plato said it. Yes, Plato, he said it. He said that whatever is here, its model is there in alam al-misal. Whatever in physical shape is there, so its model is there in alam al-misal. And whatever spiritual and immaterial is there, so its model is also there in alam al-misal. Got it? Like for example, your prayer. So the prayer has its own model in alam al-misal. Yes, that how the prayer look like, how the fasting look like, or how helping a poor look like, or how feeding a hungry look like. Got it? Or not it? So that word is called word of models. Word of models or alam al-misal. So before Imam rahmatullahi alayhi, who said it? Plato. Yes. And actually Plato wrote his book, The Republic. He wrote it. So now the concept or the shape of government he has mentioned here. You will say, what an impossible concept. This is not possible in this world. That a government will be that much just government, that much peaceful government. People will be living in peace like this, as Plato said. But Plato himself, he is mentioned here, that is meant to the Creator. He said, and that's why its model is here in alam al-misal. He said that this state model, that is there in our, and whatever is there, that should be existing. Tabernacle is there, it should be existed. Because the architect is not only making a picture. What he is doing after that? Huh? Yes, he is building it. Got it? So, وَرُبَّمَا وَكَإِثْبَاتِ عَالَمٍ لَيْسَ عُنْصُرِيًّا. Like the proof of a alam or the call bil alam or call of a word ليس عنصريا, which is not material. يكون في تجسد المعاني والأعمال بأشباح مناسبة لها في الصفة. So there will be the immaterial things are the a'mal and the actions and the deeds that will be mujassad. Mujassad means bodily model it will have. What? Bodily model it will have. بأشباح مناسبة لها في الصفة. With such like shapes which is very much suitable to this type of deed. Yes, في الصفة in quality. As I told you that like what type of shape the prayer will be having here. What type of shape the fasting will be having here. Got it? And Imam Rahmatullah alayhi, next Bab Maja fi Alam al-Misal, there is a chapter. So there he will mention that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, Summa utitu bi ina'in. That on the night of ascension, then Jibreel brought me two parts. One was milk and the other one was wine. One was milk and the other one was wine. So fakhtartul laban. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, I picked up the milk. And Jibreel Amin told me, Ikhtart al-fitra. Yes, that you have chosen the nature. You have chosen the nature. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi explaining that hadith, that it means that nature has a color like that of milk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or an alam besides. Got it or not it? He says that Islam deenul fitra. Prophet ﷺ says Islam, that's a deen of nature or that is a natural deen. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that this deen or its color in alam al-misal is white like that of milk. Is white like that of milk. So this type of interpretation that's only by Imam Rahmatullah. Nobody else has ever said it. Got it? And he's supporting from Quran and Hadith his idea. These are God-given and God-gifted things, but he is supporting that from ayat and hadith. For example, he says, كُلَّمَا رُزِقُوا مِنْهَا مِنْ سَمَرَةٍ رِزْقًا
قالوا هذا الذي
قالوا هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل وأتوا به متشابها. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that in Jannah, whenever they would be provided with specific type of fruits, من سمرة الرزق قالوا, so the people in Jannah will say, هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل. This is that which we have been provided before this. So all the Mufassirin just go and see. So they say, هذا الذي, this apple, الذي is that one رزقنا من قبل, we were provided with in the world. In the previous world, apple, got it? وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا. And they would be brought with mutashabih and having a resemblance. Having a resemblance. But Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a hadith says that shibha or resemblance will be there, taste will be totally different. But Imam Rahmatullah alayhi said, قالوا, they will say, هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا. There will be one apple having one shape. Another apple in the same part having another shape. A third one that is, and these shapes will be known to the people in Jannah. As you know that what the restaurant has because you already checked the menu. So when we will go to Jannah, we will check the menu. Yes, with diagrams. Got it? With what?
Diagram.
With somebody who doesn't know how to speak. For example, if ladies are coming from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and they are totally illiterate from village, they don't speak one single thing. So what we used to do sometime back when they were coming to America all alone, yes, that if you are in need of water, so we have made there a cup of water. Yes, so to the waiter, yes, and then a cup of tea, yes, with that, this type, this one, yes, got it? Yes. So these are diagrams. These are what?
Diagrams.
Diagrams are pictures. So every good deed, it has a picture there. Yes, so with diagram we will know. Yes, so we will find out how the this apple for that prayer which we have been provided before in dunya. Got it? That this is the shape of Zuhr prayer. And this other one is the shape of Hajj prayer. Got it? Imam Rahmatullah is supporting his idea like this. What do you think? Now you will have the test of Quran. Yes or not?
Yes.
That is. So, وَتُخْلَقُ فِي الْحَوَادِثِ, and in that alam or in that word alam al-misal, تُخْلَقُ فِي الْحَوَادِثُ, everything which is going to born or to be here in this world. So that is born there before its birth here in this world. Before its birth here in this world. For example, Mawli Yusuf murder, it was in alam al-misal before his birth date here. Got it? Or before his birthday here. وَإِرْتِبَاطُ الْأَعْمَالِ بِهَيْئَاتٍ النَّفْسَانِيَّةِ, and that is actually the connection of a'mal bihayat al-nafsaniyya with hayat is the plural of hay'a. The plural of hay'a, and here in the picture of the shape. Yes, bihayat al-nafsaniyya, that has a resemblance with some internal kayfiyat and feelings. With some internal kayfiyat and feelings. وَكَوْنَ تِلْكَ الْهَيْئَاتِ فِي الْحَقِيقَةِ سَبَبًا لِلْمُجَارَةِ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا, and these shapes are these hayat fil haqiqa, that is actually the reason of recompense fil hayat dunya, in this world, wa ba'd al mamat, and after death. Like as in hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, those who are not paying their zakat, so in their qabr and grave, a big cobra will come and it will, yes, surround his neck and biting him until the day of judgment. هَذَا مَا كَنَزْتُمْ لِأَنفُسِكُمْ فَذُوقُوا مَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْنِزُونَ. As you know, that some people who are very rich and they are too miserly. So we say, he is like a cobra sitting on treasury. We say it or not? Yes. Now look, these things which is in our talk and dialogue, it is coming. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that, so it means that the wealth is just like cobra. The wealth is just like cobra. So cobra is very dangerous. Cobra is very dangerous. But if you will take the venom and use it for cancer, as we were mentioning. Got it? وَالْقَوْلُ بِالْقَدْرِ الْمُلْزِمِ وَنَحْوِ ذَلِكَ, and also like my saying بِالْقَدْرِ الْمُلْزِمِ, الْقَدْرِ الْمُبْرِمِ, الْمُلْزِمِ means al-mubrim, because al-qadr al-mulzim bimana al-mubram. So the taqdeer is of two types. One is called al-qadr al-mu'allaq, conditional fact, and the second one is unconditional fact. So Imam Rahmatullah is explaining that in the coming chapter, inshallah, in a different way which the ulama kalam has not mentioned in their books. وَنَحْوِ ذَلِكَ فَعْلَمْ, this fa'lam is the khabar, وَسَتَجِدُنِي إِذَا غَلَبَ عَلَيَّ شَكْشِكَةُ الْبَيَانِ. So this is the khabar fa'lam. When I will do all these fa'lam, so you must know. Fa'lam anni lam ashtari alayh, so you must know that I have not shown bravery in such like expression. Illa ba'da an ra'aytul ayat wal ahadith, but after that I have seen so many ayat and so many ahadith, wa asar as-sahabah wa tabi'in, and the asar of sahaba and tabi'in, mutazahiratun fihi, supporting one another. Tazahur means supporting one another. Mutazahiratan fihi, supporting one another. Wa ra'aytu jama'ati, and I have seen groups min khawasi ahli sunnah, from special people from ahli sunnah, al-mutamayyizin minhum bil ilm al-laduni, those who had a distinction minhum from amongst these ulama bil ilm al-laduni, with God gifted knowledge. With God gifted knowledge. يقولون به, that they were saying these things. وَيَبْنُونَ قَوَاعِدَهُمْ عَلَيْهِ, and they were laying down their foundation based on these things as I mentioned. وَلَيْسَتِ السُنَّةُ إِسْمًا فِي الْحَقِّيَةِ لِمَذْهَبٍ خَاصٍ مِنَ الْكَلَامِ. Now he says that we are mentioning Ahlul Sunnah, Ahlul Sunnah, Ahlul Sunnah. So he said that Sunnah actually is not the name for a specific mazhab in Ilmul Kalam. For a specific mazhab in Ilmul Kalam. وَلَكِنَّ الْمَسَائِلِ الَّتِي اِخْتَلَفَ فِيهَا عَلَى الْقِبْلَةِ, but it means those issues where the people of Qibla means the Muslims, Muslim groups, the people of Qibla, they have disputed therein, وَصْوَارُوا لِأَجْلِهَا فِرَقًا وَمُفَرِّقًا, and they became, because of those differences, different sects. وَأَحْزَابًا مُتَحَزِّبًا, and they became groups متحزبة, they are fighting or disputing one another. بعد انقيادهم لضروريات الدين على قسمين. So after that they have surrendered, all of them with all these disputes. They surrendered to Zaruriyat al-Deen, what is the base in Deen and what is important in Deen. None of them has ever denied what is a, yes, all these groups, they have never denied that Allah is not one, they are two. Or Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not the final prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All they agreed upon these things, they are Zaruriyat al-Deen. Because inkar from one Zaruriya of Deen, that is kufr. If somebody will believe the whole deen, but he will say that Muhammad is not the final prophet, he will be a Muslim or a kafir? He will be a kafir. بعد انقياد لضروريات الدين على قسمين. So, ضروريات الدين, they are two types. قسم نطقت به الآيات وصحت به السنة. One type of these things is where the ayat of Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is mentioned there, and that Sunnah is actually proven in this regard. وَجَرَى عَلَيْهِ السَّلَفُ مِنَ الصَّحَابَةِ وَالتَّابِعِينَ, and Sahaba and Tabi'een in their own time they followed that. فَلَمَّا ظَهَرَ إِعْجَابَ كُلِّ ذِي رَأْيٍ بِرَأْيٍ, but when everybody was thinking of his own opinion that this is the final word, that this is the final word, that's i'jab. Everybody is considering his own opinion the best one. وَتَشَعَّبَتْ بِهِمُ السُّبُلُ, and that's why they have different ways and follow different paths. اختار قوم, so then the people, اختار قوم, one group of them, اختار, they have chosen ظاهر الكتاب والسنة, the apparent meaning of the Quran and Sunnah, what is there from the text and what the Lugha says. Yes, اختار ظاهر الكتاب والسنة وعزوا بنواجزهم, and they were holding with their teeth. When you are holding, especially the kids, when they are trying to hold something very tight, so they are putting it in their mouth. Got it? So, وَعَضُّوا بِنَوَاجِزِهِمْ عَلَىٰ عَقَائِدِ السَّلَفِ, mean they held strongly. عَضُّوا بِنَوَاجِزِهِمْ, this is muhawara. They held strongly. They held firmly عَلَىٰ عَقَائِدِ السَّلَفِ, the aqidah of the salaf. What was the aqidah of Sahaba and what was the aqidah of Tabi'een? وَلَمْ يُبَالُوا بِمُوَافَقَتِهَا لِلْأُصُولِ الْعَقْلِيَّةِ وَلَا مُخَالَفَتِهَا. They never thought of that what this aqidah was, whatever is coming in our aql, they agree with or it does not agree. But that was the aqidah of Sahaba, we believe it. That was the aqidah of Tabi'een, we believe it. وَلَمْ يُبَالُوا بِمُوَافَقَتِهَا لِلْأُصُولِ الْعَقْلِيَّةِ وَلَا مُخَالَفَتِهَا لَهَا. فَإِن تَكَلَّمُوا بِمَعْقُولٍ, yes, if they have talked about that very issue, but they have adopted as a aqidah, they are not considering reasonable support from our position, reasonable support or opposition for that issue, but they say that's our belief. Yes, but sometimes they are mentioning the reason also. They are mentioning the reason. So why they are doing it? So Imam Rahmatullah fal Islamic Usul, to zip the mouth of the opponent, to zip the mouth of the opponent. فإن تكلموا بمعقول فلإلزام الخصوم ورد عليهم, are to reject them, أو لزيادة الطمأنينة, are to be much more satisfied with that aqidah. لا لاستفادة العقائد منها, they are not doing or presenting the reason or intellectual reason for that he is taking aqidah, because aqidah you cannot establish based on aql. Aqidah is based on naql. Aqidah is not based on aql. Aqidah is based on naql. But why they are presenting some aqli and ma'qul reason? Yes, to be satisfied with. To be satisfied with. وَهُمْ أَهْلُ السُّنَّةِ, so they are called أهل السنة. وَذَهَبَ قَوْمٌ إِلَى التَّأْوِيلِ وَالصَّرْفِ عَنِ الظَّاهِرِ, and there is another group. So they are giving ta'wil. Ta'wil is secondary meaning, twisting. Ta'wil is what? Twisting. So they are giving a secondary meaning with وَالصَّرْفِ عَنِ الظَّاهِرِ, and they are not taking the obvious meaning of the word. حيث خالفت الأصول العقلية. Why they are do that? Because they say this, if we will take this meaning, it goes against aql, it goes against intellect, it goes against reason. بزعمهم. And Imam Rahmatullah said that is what they thought. Maybe that is not against going against aql. Yes, against their aql. Yes, because everybody had a different aql. Yes. فَتَكَلَّمُوا بِالْمَعْقُولِ. So that's why they are talking in a rational way. Yeah, not reasonable. That's rational way. لِتَحَقُّقِ الْأَمْرِ, to prove the issue. وَتَبَيُّنِهِ عَلَى مَا هُوَ عَلَيْهِ, and to make it clear as it is. فَمِنْ هَذَا الْقِسْمِ سُؤَالُ الْقَبْرِ. So what are these issues? The ulama are disputed in, like the su'al al-qabr, that if you will put someone there in the qabr and just stay there for one day and night, you will not see any angel coming there or bringing him to sitting condition or thing like that. They say all these are going against aql. All these are going against aql. So they say that this is actually metaphorically Rasulullah said it. Yes, so they are doing this twisting. Su'al al-qabr, wazn al-a'mal, and as we say, wal-wazn yawma al-haqq. يومئذ الحق, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, scale and weighing of a'mal is a truth on that day. But they say that it means justice. It means justice, not the really weighing that there will be a scale and 1 and 2 and 3 and that's what they say. Because they say the scale and amal is not a material thing in a sense that it has a physical body or volume or weight and you will put it and then it will go down or will go up or whatever. They say this against aql, so it means justice. It means justice. وَوَزْنُ الْأَعْمَالِ وَالْمُرُورُ عَلَى الصِّرَاطِ are like passing over the Seerat, which is a bridge over the hellfire. That's in Hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, أَحَدُّ مِنَ السَّيْفِ وَأَلْيَنُ مِنَ الْمَاءِ وَأَدَقُّ مِنَ الشَّعْرِ. That's a bridge which is too thin from a hair and too sharp from a sword and too soft from water. And too soft from water. Yes? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so they say, aql does not accept such like bridge. Yeah, you cannot conceive it. You cannot conceive. But by this Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did mean that passing over the hellfire is very difficult. Like walking on such like bridge. And we say, what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said it, that is real. What Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said it,
that's real.
That is real. And that's why one simple guy, he was sitting there in masjid and Mullah Sahib was saying that the bridge over the hellfire is that much, means very thin from hair and very sharp from the sword and very soft from the water. Yeah. So one guy, he was in too much love with his mom. Yes. And mom was not able to walk even. Mom was
not able to.
And every time when he was sitting there in masjid, he had concern about mom, that how the mom will be and how she will be feeling and things. But mom is roaming around his brain all the time. When Mullah Sahib said it, so he said, Mullah Sahib, baby is the mom. Then the baby has gone down. How she will walk was and baby हो गया पता वाला दाऊजा अजीब सादा खालक हो सादा खालक सही oh if you know that we are in hurry for something, if we will not hurry, so we will lose it. Yes, so for basgaran, the wheat when that is yellow, so you have to do harvesting as soon as possible, otherwise all the grain, yes, it will go to the ground and the bird will take it away. Yes, so we say ghanam zir shiviti, say at the zero ghanam ulawde ara shaba asli wood sheep, and that is a pale wheat or yellow wheat, and if you will delay, so it will, you will lose it. You will lose it. So we say, Nana Uzgar Vatani, Man Ghanam Dudi. Yes? Man Ghanam, that my wheat is dropping. My wheat grain is dropping from its plant. We said like that. So that's why we are making. So for everything which we are making in hurry, so we say, no, Man Ghanam Dudi. It means I am in hurry. I am in hurry. How much difficult the path is, so I will go on because Ghanam Dudi. So when Mullah said it like that, so one Basgari was sitting there, he said, so Mullah said, we don't want to go because Munna misal tabal taraf Ghanam Dudi. That no any crop is going down there or going to ruin there, so why we are going here? Anyhow, now this thing came to Mu'tazila, so that's why they are making it rational. They are making that passing over that bridge will be difficult, like going on such and such path. Got it? Hujjatullahil Balighah means to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We say that is real. We say that is real, but Mu'tazila, they are making ta'wil. As you see your beloved after a long time, how much happy you are? How much happy you are? So they say it means they will be as much happy as they have seen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is their beloved. He said, no, we will see him. Got it?
Yes.
Warruya. Karamatul awliya are the karama are miracles of the friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes it happens on the hands of the friends of Allah. So we believe the Ahlul Sunnah, but the Mu'tazila, they don't believe. They say that miracles, these are only for the messengers, and for miracles also they are doing ta'wil. For miracles also, for example, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saliva, yes, fixed the eyes of Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu, and take away the effect of the poison from the foot of Abu Bakr radiyallahu. So they are trying to twist it. So they say actually the saliva of the Prophet had such like chemicals that it was working on 11 because whatever is going against Aql, so they are trying to twist it. Got it? Yes. وَكَرَامَةُ الْأَوْلِيَاءِ فَهَذَا كُلُّهُ ظَهَرَ بِالْكِتَابِ وَالسُّنَّةِ. All these things, as the Kitab and Sunnah, they have said it. وَجَرَى عَلَيْهِ السَّلَفِ, and the Salaf, our predecessor, they believed it. وَلَكِنْ ذَاكَ نَتَاقُ الْمَعْقُولِ عَنْهَا بِزَعْمِ قَوْمٍ. But the field of ma'qul and rationalism, that is straightened for such like things, they cannot understand it. فَأَنْكَرُوهَا, so they denied it. وَأَوَّلُوهَا, and they twisted it. وَقَالَ قَوْمٌ مِّنْهُمْ, and there was another group. They said, Amanna bizalika. We believed in it, wala illam nari haqiqatahu, but we don't know the reality. We don't know its reality, but we believe it. Walam yashaddahu al-ma'qulu indana. And they also say that reason is not supporting that, but we believe it because Allah said it and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. But Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that in this science, what we are trying, we say Amanna bihi, bizalika kulli. We believe in it. Got it? Ala bayyinati min rabbina. وَشَهِدَ لَهُ الْمَعْقُولُ عِنْدَنَا, that we believe it because we have a bayyinah, a clear thing from our Lord. وَشَهِدَ لَهُ الْمَعْقُولُ عِنْدَنَا, and we will be mentioning some rational or reasonable cause for that why it is so. So it means that our iman will be based on naql and supported by aql. وَصَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَى خَيْرِ خَلْقِهِ.